My name is Ao Yong Kyung. My tree number is 2611901. Group J, Principle of Management. Today I would like to present about the LBSB problem and solution. The LBSB Lucrative-based Senilam Berhas is a SME company that's selling the furniture and established in April 2016 in Citra, Kedah. CEO is Ghazali. And the problem that need to face by LBSB is financing problem. There are 5 financing problems. The first one is sales. The LBSB sales are required because of the economic problem and strong competitor. And this one made the revenue of LBSB decline and cannot cover back all the costs. Second is LBSB need to pay 4 monthly installment loan for machine and 5 worker salary also no paying yet. And LBSB also need to help the customer replace the damage of newly purchased furniture, and also LBSB also have 4 bills need to pay around 10,000. They are the solution that I suggest to for LBSB. The first one is the Ghazali need to calculate out the debt ratio, because the debt ratio can show the ability to handle the long-term debt of the company. The second one is the Ghazali need to write a proposal to find an investor to invest in his company, and in the proposal he need to write all the strong potential and the opportunity of this company to let the investor know and make them to interest to want to invest this company. And Ghazali need to be honest to tell the investor how long the company can make the return to investor. And the next is to, after get the investment from the investor, Ghazali need to control all the budget for department or any project. He also need to ensure all the resources are fully used. So the last solution that I can suggest is he can find a supplier that can offer more cheaper price to Ghazali, the CEO of LBSB. And if he can get a more cheaper price of input, so he can make a more cheaper output and can offer more cheaper price to a customer. And so these are all problem and solution that I can suggest, and that's all. Thank you.
After 2 years, LBSB company operates a variety of problems rising with employees, with supplier, and with bank. Among the reason is that the LBSB company has no long-term goal, which clearly caused the success of their company for 2 years to begin to fall, because their organization at some time did not know to do the work for the future. This has made LBSB company production same without renewal. Ghazali as a CEO need to conduct research and development on its product environment. Research and development refer to innovative activity undertaken by companies in developing product or improving existing product. Research and development are the first stage in the development of new potential product to sustain the market.
Good afternoon, Dr. Suhaimi. My name is Leon Carlo. Number matrix is 263153. So today I'm going to present about the problem that facing by LBSP company. The problem that facing by LBSP company is it is unable to compete with competitor in terms of product cost. Based on the information provided, we can see that the competitors of LBSP company can produce the furniture cost 20% less than the LBSP company. Therefore, the customer will prefer to buy the competitors of LBSP company instead of LBSP company furniture. Therefore, we have as the CEO of the LBSP company, Ghazali, have to think some solution to solve this situation in order to ensure the LBSP company still can earn profit. So the way to solve the problem of product cost higher than the competitors' product cost is to implement the business level strategy, which is low cost strategy. Low cost strategy is a strategy that can driving the company cost below of its competitors. For example, the LBSP company should choose another supplier that can provide a lower raw material cost than its current supplier, and the LBSP company also should use the raw material more optimization in order to avoid any wasting, so that they can reduce the product cost. So the second method to solve the problem of the higher cost of the product cost higher than the competitors is to implement the strategy of the flexible manufacturing in the production line. Flexible manufacturing is a set of techniques and using the information technology attempt to reduce the cost related to product assembly process. This strategy also can give advantage to the company to easier adapt the changes in manufacturing environment in order to increase the process of improve the process of manufacturing and then lower the production cost. For example, Ghazali should buy some machine and tools that really can contribute to the company, so that they can produce the product faster, more efficiency, and lesser in time consuming. Hence, the company will gain back the customer and they increase their sales because they have already lowered their product cost than its competitors. Thank you.
Very good evening, and we're going to talk about Ghazali. As the CEO is lacking of innovative ideas on how he can turn things around for the company, given that there are many competitors coming up against his companies. This is clearly seen when Ghazali noticed a dip in sales. The major reasons appeared to be competitors' product that cost 20% less than Ghazali's furniture and offered all the same benefits and features. In slow-moving economic conditions, customers prefer a more affordable product in terms of price matching. The impact of the decline in sales led to LBSP not being able to cover its rising monthly overheads, as up to 5 months did not reach a break-even point in the monthly turnover. As for the solutions, Ghazali needs to welcome failure. He needs to run a trial that fails to meet the defined objective. Should not be considered a waste of time. Instead, it serves to provide valuable lessons that helps the business identify critical problems or issues and how to avoid them. business often crafts some of its most innovative solutions when faced with a failed project. Okay. By pulling out every learning from the experience, they can go back and drawing board with a much more educated perspective. He also will have to retain flexibility. Some of the most innovative business are the ones that expect the unexpected. By building in scope for potential change of direction, you allow the business to respond to shift in the marketplace. Sudden changes in political or economic landscape can have an immediate impact on your project, while also introducing a whole new business opportunity. By having flexible approach to development and project management, you can encourage innovation that looks to maximize the new market conditions rather than forcing through a rigid plan which no longer fits as well as it should have done before.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Mujahid Usra bin Muhammad Yusni. My number metric is 264759. Today I would like to elaborate about the problem and solution that Ghazali as a Chief Executive Officer or as a CEO in lucrative base Diem Berhad LBSB. First of all, Ghazali, the problem that Ghazali face was he lack of a managerial role, which is one type of role, which is decisional roles. In decisional role, Ghazali does not comprise two specific roles, which are as a disturbance handler and resources allocator. As a manager, the disturbance handler is an important role or crucial role to corrective action to deal with unexpected problem facing the organization from the external environment or from internal environment. Ghazali faced some problem after 2 years operating, such as finance problem and bad relationship with employee. Second, Ghazali also lack of knowledge as a resources allocator. Resources allocator should allocate organization resources among different tasks and departments of the organization and set budget and salaries and plan for using available resources. For example, human resources, especially near term, to achieve goals for the future. Ghazali had failed allocate available resources such as human resources and also finance. Solution, I think Ghazali need to resolve all the problem with a correct action. First of all, Ghazali need to find more finance resources to ensure the company still operated as usual. There are many ways to find additional financial resources, such as loan from family or financial institution like ERF Diem Berhad and Pengurusan Dana Harta Nasional Berhad, now managed under Prokas Diem Berhad. Ghazali also can discharge some of employee to reduce the cost and also have a talk or meeting with company to persuade them from complaining to consumer claim tribunal. Okay. As a disturbance handler, Ghazali need to have a strategic planning to ensure all the resources are evenly distributed. In strategic planning, resource allocation is a plan for using available resources. For example, human resources, especially in the near term, to achieve for the future. It is a process of allocating scarce resources among the various project or business unit. There are a number of approaches to solving resources allocation problem. For example, resources can be allocated using manual approaches, an algorithm approach, or a combination of both. There may be contingency mechanisms such as a priority ranking of items excluded from the planning, showing which item to fund it if
more resources should become available and priority ranking of some items including in the plan, showing which item should be sacrificed if total funding must be reduced. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Peace.